spiritual and physical realities, neither of which take precedence over the other. Again, a point of balance needs to be understood and struck when it comes to this. This is what real non-duality when it comes to the whole universe is all about, the non-duality of spirit and matter. Again, you have scientific materialists that are talking about the primacy of matter and how it's so ultimately important and that there's no such thing as spirit. And then you have religious groups or New Agers talking about spirit is all that matters, this world doesn't matter, it's an illusion, and spirit is of primacy. Well, these are both left brain and right brain imbalanced worldviews. There's no balance in either one of those perspectives. It's not being awake. Being awake means spirit in the flesh. Go back to that theme, okay? Spirit in the flesh. We are spiritual beings, but we are also material beings, having an experience in the material domain. So what is that right there? Is that the physical world or is that the spiritual world? Well, guess what? Newsflash, folks, it's both. It's both. It's one thing. Okay? So this dichotomy between spirit and matter needs to go. It needs to merge. It's just one thing. It's everything. Okay? Spirit isn't superior to matter. Matter isn't superior to spirit. They're both the same thing. Well, where do we even get into this notion that they're separate? How could they be separate? Okay? Well, yes, the physical matter, you look at this under high enough magnification, it would look like disorganized chaos and random motion of particles. Hey, I get it. I understand the whole quantum reality, you know. While at some level, at the ultimate level, the unified field level, yeah, this material world isn't solid at all, okay? We could look at matter as an illusion in that regard if you want. That's fine to look at it as an illusion in that regard. But that doesn't mean that you dismiss what happens here, okay? Because what happens here is of significance and importance. Why is that? Because the experience that is being gained and learned from so that the consciousness of the all can learn and grow is very real. So it doesn't mean because you understand that at the ultimate level things are an illusion. The physical material realm is illusory at some level. It doesn't mean you don't act. It doesn't mean that you dismiss the importance of what happens in the physical realm. No, because the experience that is being gained in the physical realm is real. And if that experience is ongoing suffering and slavery, that should be changed. That should be ended. You know, there is a difference between something that is good and something that is bad. It's not just an experience. It's an experience that we have a say in. Okay? What happens here does matter. It does matter. Spirit in the flesh, head in the stars, feet on the earth. Okay? Being awake means being out of ego identification and ego attachment. So, what are these things? What is the state of ego identification? This is the identifying with the role that we are playing in the world of the flesh, in the world of matter. So these are the people who think, I am my blank, fill in the blank. I am my relationships. I am my social status. I am my job. I am my profession. I am my country. Okay? Well, is that how you identify? You know, if somebody asks you, what are you? Who are you? You know, do you say, I'm my job? I mean, I do the work of public presenting. I do the work of going on the radio and hosting a talk show. Am I that? I mean, for a short bio, I could describe I do these things. So I could say I'm a radio show host. But do I really think that's what I am? No, I'm consciousness, having an experience to learn and grow. That's what I am, you know. But when we identify with the roles, then we become attached to them. And that makes change very, very difficult for most people. And you know, you got endless ones. You go on and on. We can go on and on for days with these, you know. Are you just your job? You know, are you what you do on a day-to-day basis? Are you even your thoughts? You know, are you the roles that you play? Are you the things, the positions that you take up in our culture, in our operating system? You know, many people think they are these things. They're very attached to that position. They would have no identity without those positions in many cases. What's ego attachment about? It's really about one thing, the inability to admit that we are wrong. So we don't want to look at anything new. You know, the ego in the New Age community is often talked about as like, I can't see myself as a distinct individual. That's not what being in ego means. Okay? If I don't see myself as a distinct individual, I wouldn't recognize that if I want a sip of this water, that I have to tilt it to my mouth.